Dun 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 dun. I'm looking for a red crayon. I had a red crayon. Where did you go, red crayon? I don't know, but I have a lot more over here. Are you red? You're red. Okay, we're going to set that up for you. Another page in this book. Another page. So here we are going to do it with Deb. I'm going to show you. We're kind of bright over here. Hello and welcome to anyone and everyone joining in, and you can always watch it later. However, this was sort of cool, and I came across doing this last night or whenever. Okay, let's try to move that light just a bit, just a bit. I don't know. Some of the light comes from my screen. All right, move this book over a little bit. Okay, so what I'm using here is I am using a violet crayon. I am using and I have a tough time pronouncing this one. It's PC 132 Diazine purple hue. I call it the dark purple. The dark purple. And I don't know which set that comes in, but you could do this with any colors, any shades. And then the colorless blender pencil brings it all home. So over here, this one is finished. And that's what I used, a crayon, the darker purple. And you really want to use a darker pencil for the outside of this. I'm going to see if I can come in just a little more with the camera. Probably going to go the wrong way. I like the sound effect. The sound effect is fantastic. Okay, so now I have to look at where I am. Up here. Okay. I've already lightly shaded in with the crayon. And you want to keep adding crayon. Then the second step is to come along the outside with the dark, and the Prisma pencil does this. Because of it being waxy, I tried other pencils and I didn't get the same results. But I'm going to show you with the red that you can add yet another pencil. I have a Vivo, which I bought from a Walmart long ago. And it does yet another little thing. All right, so I'm putting it in pretty thick there. That's when you then move on to your colorless blender pencil and you start working it in little small circles. I'm going to get way back here. And you just slowly move the waxy Prisma pencil. Oh, I know. I tried using the, I can never think of the name of these, polychromos. The polychromo is not waxy enough to achieve this result. Even though they're more expensive, they're different. So this is the combo. Then I'm going to go over where I lightly colored, blending it all in so that it gives it a nice natural highlight. Like that. And that's why you're going around the outside. So let's go do this petal. And I've had a little extra. You'll see this. Let's do it. A little more crayon. Leaving a little bit of crayon, very, very light crayon in that center area of the petal. I'm going to go along here too and put a little more crayon down, another layer of crayon, layers of everything. And then I'm going to get that dark purple dioxide and go along the lines and hug them nicely. And then put a little more pencil in here where I really want that darkness to be. Then the colorless blender. This is so easy. And it really does look pretty doggone good. I mean, it looks like I know what I'm doing. I don't know. I just experiment and play. But it turned out. And so I wanted to share it. After this little doing it with Deb thing, I'm going to come right back and page through this book because I don't actually have it done yet, the Big Easy Adult Coloring Book. And it is a book created for um, people who like large, easy to color. That's why it's called the Big Easy. And so I will do a flip through next. So you would do this all the way around, adding your dark over your crayon, hugging the lines, and then blending it in to achieve a very, very nice result. So give it a shot. Give it a try it. Try it. You might like it. Crayon, Prisma, colorless blender pencil. And not being afraid to work it into your paper. And then all the way over the light and moving it in and changing the direction as well of the blender pencil will help. And then you can come back for wherever you want a little more darkness and work that in like that. I'm going to try shutting the light off for a second. Look at my shadow. Yeah, a little better. A little better to see what I'm talking about. All right, now I'm going to flip over to that's with purples. And someone's going, I don't have purples. Well, over here, this is crayon. I will be doing that little technique with that flower. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? I did a red one. Where are you? I don't know. I don't know where the red one went. I was working on it. Well, like anything, when you're looking for something, you can't find it. Well. Oh, it's the big rose. Yes. All right, so this way maybe. Flipping those pages. There we go. All right, so here's using, let me give you the colors, a red crayon, and I get a lot of shadow this week. A Sivo, some shade of red, pink, and the crimson red Prisma PC 924. I'm going to turn the light on so I can get rid of some of the shadow. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to demonstrate this again. I started with the crayon. So a light touch of the crayon. Let's go over this white spot here. And in here, I'm going to go very light because I want it to look a little bit different. So just a little bit of crayon. Then my crimson red Prisma along the outside. Just bring it along because I'm going to spread it through the crayon. But I want this to be a little lighter. You might even want to use a white Prisma at some point with this. All right, now I'm going to use this cheaper pencil that's not as waxy, definitely not as expensive as a Prisma. And I'm going to work this through, picking up the Prisma, dragging it in a little bit, and bringing it down like that. So I'm not really using the colorless blender because the inexpensive Sivo pencil or any inexpensive pencil you might own will also do just about the same thing as the colorless blender if you don't happen to have those. I only buy them when Amazon puts them on a really good deal. And in the D. McDonald Designs Coloring Club on Facebook, I will post whenever I see anything that like you should have in your arsenal of fun things to color with. I try to keep up with that and then help people go, now's the time to buy. Buy now. All right, back to, I want this to be darker, so I'm going to use the crimson red. Shades of orange work like this. That's one of the nice parts about the 24 pack of Crayola crayons is that you get three shades, a light shade, orange, the medium, and then red orange. And that works out really well for doing something very similar to this, but this just really has. And now I'm using the colorless blender over here. And voila. Pretty easy to do, huh? And very pretty. Pretty. So that's it. That's the Deb demo. I'm going to shut down, and then I'm going to come back with a look through this book. Look at how this is a single-sided book, and that's how the marker bleeds through. I kind of like then taking the pencil and playing with the back side. My other books, my newer books, all have black on the back because I like it that way because then I can color and not see through the page. And of course, I didn't put any protective papers down, but I'm using pencil and crayon. The only thing that can happen is you can score the next page. So, putting a couple pieces of paper behind what you're working on is always a good idea. But I don't, I do this for the fun of it. I'm not making Picasso art. Well, no. All right. So that's it. But look at this. I bet I can make this even more beautiful. Just one more second here. A couple seconds. Let's just see. I use crayon, and this is on grayscale. Let's see how that works. Oh, yeah. You're never really done. No one's ever really done with anything. Even leftovers after dinner. Make something else out of it. Then the blender. It's going to give me a much more intense look. All right. Thank you for joining. Thank you for sharing this. Hello, Billy Joe. And I will be sharing this in groups too. Trying to build my YouTube following. It's not easy at all. So I will I will beg you people out there in internet land, if you just can, if you can even spend an hour, put my channel on, click video, play all, and go clean your house. And while you're cleaning your house, you'll be giving me viewer hours, which add up, and I need them. So I thank you very much for doing that as well. That costs you really just electricity. That's it. And probably not a lot of electricity. For a few cents, you can really make my day by when I get my report and go, oh look, I'm not the only person clocking in viewing hours. So I will be back to page through this book. It is a really pretty, easy to color, nice size book, and I will be back in just a few minutes with that. If I can find my end.